Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Your boy Starco Gaming here, back with another Marvel Future Fight video. Guys, today we're going to be talking about, well, the video is going to be split in two parts. First, we're going to be talking about the best characters for CTP of Rage. I get that question a lot recently, guys, in the comment section, on videos. I get it on the Discord server. I get it a lot on my live stream. I'll say about 10 to 15 times a day. People are like, who should I put my first CTP of Rage on? Should I put it on this character or should I put it on this other character? So since I get that question a lot and it's been requested for me to actually make a video about it, well, today it's time to make that video. And the second part of this video, guys, we're going to be doing a regular portion, the daily roster review. And when we get to that point, I will also explain how to enter the process of the daily roster review. But first, guys, don't forget to hit the sub and like button if you enjoy the content, show your support to the channel, and make sure to enable the bell next to the subscribe button to get notified when we post a new video or go live with a live stream. And talking about live stream, guys, do not forget that we are live every day 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time on YouTube, and we post actually the link on the Discord server as soon as we go live too. So guys, let's talk about CTP of Rage here. CTP of Rage is one of the most unique and powerful thing in the game, and when you actually get one, you're really excited and you want to make sure you actually put it on the proper character. So character number one to actually have a CTP of Rage, guys, it is pretty simple. It's tier 3 Captain Marvel. Not only she is very powerful with it, but she is the first tier 3 that everybody should get when they start building up their account, because she is just globally, she covers everything. She is the characters with the best versatility in the game, and unless you actually need her for Alliance tournament, CTP of Rage will be perfect for PvP gameplay on Conquest and Timeline. It's totally fine, especially Timeline. You play manually and all you need is the 4th skill pretty much, and the 4th skill will ignore iframe, so you don't actually need that guard break immunity. And PvE wise, man, she's number one character. Well, the characters that clear giant boss raid the fastest. She is the best characters for Thanos World Boss Ultimate. One of the best character, I will see a top 3, maybe top 4 character for Cool Obsidian and Corvus Glaive. Like, she is just amazing PvE wise. And for people who would like to reach those amazing Alliance Battle Extreme score, well, she can cover cap score 3 days every 2 weeks, because the schedule is a 14-day schedule in Alliance Battle Extreme. She can do no restriction. Well, it's actually 4 days every 2 weeks, because you get no restriction twice every Friday, so she can cap those very, very, very easy. And then you get female universal, which is the target. The best characters for female universal is actually Captain Marvel, and then you get universal hero, which is the only character that without a crazy build can actually cap on universal hero. So she is the best character. She covers basically 4 days of Alliance Battle Extreme every single schedule, the 14-day schedule. So she is just the best character in my opinion for the CTP of Rage. Amazing giant boss raid, World Boss Ultimate, and Alliance Battle Extreme, and even on Autoplay and Timeline, she will still give you about 90% winning rate with a CTP of Rage equip. A lot of dodge and a lot of power when she actually punch something with that 4th skill. And that 4th skill with a damage proc like that will do so much damage. It literally will one-shot Thanos, will one-shot Jean Grey without too much problem if you get a good proc on that 4th skill. So definitely Captain Marvel, target number 1 for CTP of Rage. Without it, PvE wise, she is total trash, to be honest. So it is very important to have a CTP of Rage on her. Now the next character, guys. The next characters, first I want to talk the characters that you do not want to put CTP of Rage on, even though that people tells you to do it. Character number one, Luna Snow, and character number 2, Captain America. Now, if you are trying to push, the extreme in World Boss Ultimate, will be the only time you will actually put a CTP of Rage on those two characters. And by extreme, I mean like Luna Snow trying to push a Bunny 80s plus, Captain America trying to push Proxima 70 plus. That's where you will actually need a CTP of Rage on them. But under that, personally, I can clear Ibanima up to stage 70 with CTP of Energy on Luna Snow. I can clear higher than 60 with energy on Captain America for Proxima. So I literally see no point on putting CTP of Rage on those. As long as you can do your 50 plus to get your regular mythic chest from World Boss Ultimate, everything else is just about being more shiny, being ranked higher, and like 99.9% of the people will not care about that. Now for the 0.1% that actually care about that, yes, putting a CTP of Rage on Luna and Captain America could be worth it, but there's still better option than that to actually put a CTP of Rage to get good ranking. Well, not Luna. Luna is literally the best one for Bunny Mob, but Captain America is actually not the best characters for Proxima. You could actually put that CTP of Rage on Mr. Fantastic, and Mr. Fantastic will be able to do higher stages than Captain America with Rage, to be honest. So and that's a little bit the idea here. Yes, it's nice to have a CTP of Rage on those two characters. It's nice to actually be able to push them really, really much higher. But if you, if you really want to maximize the amount of CTP of Rage you get, because usually people get 1, 2, maybe 3, 4, you're going to put them on the characters that will benefit the most, which is not going to be Luna and Captain America, in my opinion. Now we're going to move to the second target. We're only going to talk about the top 2 characters. Then we're going to give a few honorable mention, by the way, guys, to other characters that do very well with CTP of Rage, because I really want people to look at those 2 characters, with those 2 characters being the main target for CTP of Rage, because it is those 2 characters that get improved so much more with CTP of Rage. So target number 2, guys, is actually Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange, if you have Destruction or CTP of Energy, he's okay at tier 3, but he's not, overwhelming. He is not overwhelming at all. He's going to do a decent job, maybe get you a little bit higher than Cable and Lance Battle Extreme, get you, a little bit higher than other Blast characters, except Sharon Rogers in the World Boss Ultimate, but nothing crazy. Literally nothing crazy. But if you actually replace that CTP of Destruction or Energy you actually have on your Doctor Strange, and you actually put a CTP of Rage, its score in, for example, its score in Alliance Battle Extreme will go from maybe 2.5, 2.7 million to about 5 million in Blast Mail. That's kind of different. It literally at least double his damage. You take him in the World Boss Ultimate, he is the best target for Cool Obsidian, strongest character without the Trinity team, obviously. Strongest characters for Cool Obsidian. Getting the clear on stage 49 100 seconds, it's a joke with him. It's literally a joke. I was doing stage 59 with Doctor Strange on a friend account. Doctor Strange with Ghost as support with a 20% energy attack she bring, and the other support was actually Cyclops, and I was able to clear stage 69. And sometimes when I have good luck with the strikers, I was able to clear 59 with Strange with this setup in with about a minute 30 to 2 minutes left at the end with a good run. So that's how ridiculously strong this guy is. He is a powerhouse. Giant boss raid under 3 minutes. Thanos, I had feedback from my people that like to do Thanos. Somebody did up to stage 35 with Doctor Strange. Amazing for Ibanima. He just locked down all the world bosses to ultimate except Thanos, because Thanos is immune to time freeze after the bar 11. But any other World Boss Ultimate, he can freeze them and beat the crap out of them. Well, except Proxima, because Proxima takes reduced damage from energy attack, and that's the only one that can actually resist a little bit of the power of Doctor Strange. But cool Corvus, a Bonnie, they just get murdered by Doctor Strange. Plus, Doctor Strange can give you your cap on no restriction and on blast mail, so you can actually cover 3 days every 2 weeks in Alan's Battle Extreme. That just make him strong as hell. And putting a CTP of Rage on a character should be about what characters get improved the most and is a meta at the same time. And I really think that Captain Marvel and Doctor Strange are the two best version of characters to get upgraded with the CTP of Rage, in my opinion. Now, I said I was going to give a few honorable mention, guys. Yes, I will. Honorable mention number 1, Magneto. This is actually Shadowland and Alan's Battle Extreme only. Is not very good for World Boss Ultimate, but if you care about pushing Shadowland over stage 100 and you care about the score in Alan's Battle Extreme to be maybe reach a top 16 alliances, CTP of Rage on Magneto is a huge upgrade. If we go to the next one, we're going to talk about Minerva. Although Minerva is starting to phase out as Molten Man is replacing her in combat villain, so I actually leave her with only 2 days that she covers in Lance Battle Extreme, but still, Minerva has a huge improvement with a CTP of Rage. She gained about, I'll say, if you score, for example, 2 million with energy on her, you might score about 2.5, 2.4 million with the CTP of Rage, for example. So she gained a little bit. It's not extreme, and sadly, Giant Boss Raid and World Boss Ultimate is not something she performed on. So it's really about Shadowland and Alan's Battle Extreme for her. So again, it's really if you worry about those game modes, if you worry about getting in top 16 Alan's Battle Extreme, well, this is a very good target for a CTP of Rage. And the honorable mention number 3 here for the CTP of Rage will be Molten Man. No, thank you. I'm not interested to join that. Molten Man is crazy, guys. With CTP of Rage, he can go up into the 3 million on combat villain. It is a huge improvement. And with CTP of Energy, I'll say he will reach about between 2.2 million with a very strong build. So the difference is actually quite huge and gives you a very huge boost in your weekly score if you have Molten Man build. Most people don't have Molten Man build, so I don't like to push this guy in the recommended section yet. But as people will get him, and if he actually stay meta for a while, I think that this guy is going to be one of the best target, better target than the Magneto for CTP of Rage eventually. So those are 5 characters that, in my opinion, guys, could actually really benefit from a CTP of Rage more than anything else. But again, top 2 is just a top 2, guys. Those are the top 2 targets you want to put a Rage on: Captain Marvel and Doctor Strange. And that pretty much covers, guys, or talk about the CTP of Rage. Next, we're gonna go into the roster review, daily roster review, guys. How daily roster review works, it's pretty simple. You go in the description below the video, you click on the Discord link, join the Discord server. Once you reach the Discord server, you need to go down to pop the channel list. If you're on mobile, you actually have to press channel list or something like that. Then once you have the channel list here on the left, you go in MFF roster review. Now, if you post your request for roster review in anywhere else, your account will not get reviewed. So really important to click, press whatever device you are on that MFF roster review channel. You press on that, and you do like those people did here. You enter your IGN with your question, or just say, hey, check my roster, or a general review if you want a general review, or specific question. And if you have very specific question like is my build on this characters is okay, you have to add screenshot to your actual question. So because I don't have access to, to the stats percentage you have on each character on your stat sheet with the way we do roster review, sadly. So this is how it works, pretty easy. Let's get started with the first one here. We have Joey 1029, check my roster. So this is pretty much a request for a general roster review. So let's go in friends, recommended here, We're gonna paste the IGN and go take a quick look here. Now today the first part of this video took a very long time because I had a lot of stuff to explain. So this roster review is gonna get less account review today than usually, but we'll pick it up eventually. Do not worry about that, guys. Okay, so first we're gonna take a quick look at the cards. Cards are doing good. I remember you, Joey, asking for a roster review a little bit ago, and it looks like you did a very good job with the cards. Attack speed is awesome, and your defense is perfect. Cooldown is right on the spot. There's literally nothing I see here you're not doing right. Now the next step on your cards will actually to generate more attack from your card, so you can actually clear higher content in all the content you're actually clearing. So let's take a quick look at that. First cards, you got ignore defense and physical attack proc. This is nice, but I will go more with if you can roll a new Loki cards like that, I will make sure I get energy attack as last option and keep that ignore defense there. That's awesome. That will be one of the things I will do with this card. If we look at this card here, you got all attack, energy attack. That's all you can wish for this card. Very good. Then we got this one. This one you got energy attack, cooldown, and ignore defense. My recommendation here will be in max HP. Obviously, my recommendation here will be. Let me check this one first. Okay, this one you got all attack. We're gonna keep this one there. Okay, so my recommendation for this card here will be if you get the other Loki cards, so Loki number 2 cards, the premium cards, that will be the first cards to be replaced in my opinion, because you're gonna keep that ignore defense, that cooldown, plus you're gonna add some extra attack with that Loki number 2 card. So I think that will be the perfect replacement here. Now if we look at the Punisher cards is good. It's actually good. It's actually pretty decent. I will not touch that Punisher cards. Yes, the level 1 sucks, but it's not like you need more ignore defense or more attack speed, so it doesn't really matter. As the bonus option, it doesn't matter what level the card is. The bonus option will always stay the same. It's always going to be 6% all attack. It's always going to be 5.1% critical damage. So that the card is level 1 or 7, it will give you the same exact stuff, and your ignore defense attack speed is perfect right now, so it will give you nothing at all to reroll this card. The only thing you could get by rerolling this card is getting cooldown on this card, but you do not need cooldown right now, so this card is perfect. And especially that if you end up replacing this card with the Loki number 2, your cooldown is not going to be affected, because if we look at the Loki number 2 cards here, right here, you can see 5.1% cooldown. You have 5.4%. You're good. You get a huge boost on energy attack, all attack here. Sorry, guys. So you get all attack, energy attack, so huge a huge attack boost on your cards. So that will actually be the perfect move in my opinion. The ignore defense stay the same. So that will be the move I will do. And I think this card, if I'm not mistaken, comes from having Ragnarok Thor Uniform 2 Mythical, if I'm not mistaken. I think the Loki number 1 is from the Loki Ragnarok, and then the other one is from Thor Ragnarok, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm mistaken, it's the opposite. So that's pretty much what I recommend you to do on your cards. The other cards you got there, the group cards, I'll just keep that there. You got all attack, critical damage, ignore defense, and cooldown. It's really hard to replace a good cards like that without getting a premium cards to replace it, and your next premium card is replacing the Nebula. So this group card is gonna stay there for a little bit longer in my opinion, and that covers your cards. Now if we take a look at your roster, so you got Captain Marvel, you got Captain America, you got that. So PvE wise, your next target should be Doctor Strange if you focus on PvE. If you focus on PvP, your next target should be what's the name? I'm looking at the name. Jean Grey. Jean Grey will be your next target for PvP, and Doctor Strange for PvE as tier 3 characters. And if we go down the list here, see what character you're actually missing at tier 2. Let's go quick. First we're gonna take a quick look at if you're missing any metas, then a non-paywall meta, then after that we're gonna go with Shadowland characters pretty much. So far you seem to do pretty good, except this one. This one will be my first target. 6 star, 6 mastery for leadership for Luna is mandatory for Islands Battle Extreme and the World Boss Ultimate. So my first recommendation is to get this girl to 6 star, 6 mastery. If we look at the rest of the roster here, seems to be doing pretty good. Well, if you can get this guy to 6 star, 6 mastery, and then without this tier 2, you still get a very huge boost in leadership. So mega rank uptick on this guy is actually really worth it if you have one. Don't need to have, don't need a BO sub or anything for it. Just a mega rank up ticket does the job here. If we look at Shadowland characters here, you could actually have ready. You have Crystal, then when House Uniform can get the job done. You have Hydroman, a pretty decent here. This guy, not bad at all. Pretty solid for Shadowland, pretty solid for Shadowland, very solid for Shadowland, and that's pretty much it for the start of those characters for Shadowland. So pretty much just gotta work on your Nick Fury to 6 star, 6 mastery, Misty Knight 6 star, 6 mastery, and then those characters for Shadowland and your account will be doing a lot better in my personal opinion. So that covers our boy Joey here. Next we're gonna go with the next one. We have NWO Dan. Can you check out my roster and cards? Sure I can. Man. So let's go here. And let's take a quick look at the cards first. A lot of premium cards, so that is usually good. Your cooldown is way too high. Way too high. I'm sure we could do something about that. Hopefully, yes, we could. My recommendation, how's your attack speed? Okay, so actually my recommendation will go with a triple attack card. If you get triple attack cards, you can lose attack speed. Yes, you can lose attack speed. You can lose 10% cooldown. So I'm not really worried about that. So going with the triple attack cards here will actually increase your offensive stat, and it will be very good. Now if we look at this one is a good one. This one is a very good one. This one, you get critical damage, critical rate, that is good. And this one needs to be rerolled. This one is total trash right now. This card is pointless if you do not have the good bonus option that are all attack and energy attack. So instead of replacing this card here, my move will actually be to replace this card right now. I think if you go get a triple attack card or attack speed, Punisher 19 cards here will actually be perfect. You get Punisher 19 cards, you roll all attack on it and critical damage, for example, and that will give you a huge boost in your stats if you do not want to reroll this card. Or you can reroll this card and get all attack and energy attack on it, but you need those two bonus options on this card to be worth it. So you kind of got two options here. Either replace this card with Punisher 19 cards with all attack and critical damage on it, or replace this card with triple attack cards and maybe get a small boost in attack. I think that replacing this card with triple attack cards and getting the double attack on this card, so all attack and energy attack, will give you the huge boost you actually need on attack on your cards and get rid of that extra cooldown you have. I can deal with 35-37% cooldown, but 41% is way too high. It's way too high. You're wasting stats that you could have instead of that cooldown at that point. So that will be my recommendation for those cards. If we look at tier 3 characters, first you want to get the end game uniform for this guy. It is a game changer. It is literally a game changer for him. Then after that, next tier 3 shall be Luna Snow with uniform also. Then Doctor Strange. Those are the next two tier 3 you should have on your account. PvE wise, PvP wise, you will want to go with Deadpool and Jean Grey actually as a tier 3. So it really depends on your focus. And if we look at characters that you are missing here, let's see if we're missing any metas. Yes, those two metas, at least for Let's Battle Extreme, depending if you care about the game mode, but 2 metas right there. If we look past that, if you don't have Electro, this guy is the best speed villain in the game. Must have characters for Shadowland here, both of them, Morgan Le Fay and Iron Armor. If we go down, okay, we're doing good. We're not really doing paywalls here, so I'm not worrying about Nick Fury and Ghost Panther, obviously. Other good Shadowland characters, you got Hydro Man, Scourge. Did we miss anything? Yes, we have those two guys. Very good Shadowland characters. So those will be my recommendations. The little Alliance Battle Extreme, Korat, not Morgan Le Fay, Korat, Minerva, and the other one, Molten Man, will be the next 3 targets for Alliance Battle Extreme. Then those other characters I mentioned for Shadowland will make your count much better here. And hopefully that answered all the questions you had for me today. Next, we have Malcolm here. Let's go take a quick look at that. Can you please check and see what I can improve? Thank you. Sure, we can do that. Sure, we can do that, man. Okay, so first we're going to take a quick look at the cards. Card effect cooldown is borderline. Your defense is good. Attack speed is so close. So close. So what can we do here to actually make that better? First, let's take a quick look at that. First card, we have cooldown in your defense. I like that. Keep that. Discard all attack energy attack. I like that. Keep that. Discard all attack critical rate. I like that. Keep that. Discard all attack critical rate. I like that. Keep that. So the only cards actually worth switching here will be this card, in my opinion. You get double attack in your defense on this card. This is great, but you need a little bit with their borderline will cool down attack speed. And we could actually, if you want to go with that route, and go with the more offensive cards, you need triple attack cards. Triple attack. This card can actually have triple attack. You have the Captain America 24 that can have triple attack. You have the Gwenpool one that can have triple attack. Those are the cards you want to go, but you need to roll that triple attack on them. The best one is actually the Gwenpool #1 because you get all attack as a static option with max HP, so it's actually better than this one. The max HP actually makes a huge difference too. So Gwenpool #1 is my favorite option here, without a doubt. You could also go with the Loki 17 here. That will not be a bad move either. You will get a lot more cooldown. You could get that all attack, and then you could get that energy attack or physical attack on it. And you could even get that attack speed on it. So that could be a very, very good move to actually put there too. So I'm giving you a few options here so you can decide what you want to do with that card. Personally, I like to have my cooldown to be over 30%. So personally, I will go with the option Loki 17. You get all attack cooldown, then you can get energy attack or physical attack with in your defense or attack speed, which attack speed I will pick here. So I think that will be the best option for the way I like to build my characters, but it's really depends how you like to build your character. So you get the option to go with triple attack or to go with the Loki 17 cards with good bonus option here. If we look at the roster here, we got that. Very good start. Next tier 3 is obviously Luna. Luna is your next target. Personally, I'll do Luna and then I'll do Jean Grey in my opinion. Here, Jean Grey, you gotta throw that shit in the garbage, bro. I don't usually look at Obelisk here, but this is a piece of trash. You wanna go, if you wanna build her for PvP, you do not have regen, you go with CTP of Rage here. You could get one for free from the special mission quest, really easy. So I think so. So yeah, this shit needs to go in the trash, man. You gotta put it on somebody that has summons, or you put that in the trash. This is totally worthless on Jean Grey. That's one of the worst shit to put on there. Sorry to roast you a little bit here, but I just wanted you to understand that it's not a good way to do it. I know the invincibility looks good here, but it's trash because this is only an obelisk. That in the CTP of Patience, it's obelisk for characters with summons. Jean Grey with invincibility looks fine, but if you do not have that guard break immunity, it's not gonna work out in PvP, at least on autoplay PvP. So you really need to switch that piece of crap for something useful like a CTP of Rage if you want to play her in the PvP here, as I think that's what you actually want to do. If we look at the rest of your roster, let's take a quick look here at any metas missing first, and then we're going to look at shallow and characters after that. Korat, good characters missing. If you get BO sub, you look like you're getting BO subs. This guy will be a target. I just want to see if we're missing Nick Fury first. No, we're not missing Nick Fury. So Ghost Panther will be my first target for a BO sub if you get one. Also, I saw something. Yeah, this guy. You want to get his Pimtron uniform to actually get it to mythical and get your free CTP selector to actually get a free CTP of Rage pretty much. The uniform costs 750 crystal on sale. You get it to mythical. Buy the package at 2500 crystal. So basically for 3250 crystal, you get a guarantee CTP of Rage. This is the cheapest CTP of Rage most people will ever get. And if we look at your tier 3 here, do we have a CTP of Rage? I did not pay attention earlier. You do not have a CTP of Rage here on either of those two characters that we talked about earlier. So definitely CTP of Rage will be a plus here on those, at least for Captain Marvel for PvE wise. If we look at Shadowland characters here, you have Morgan Le Fay, obviously here. Then you have Korat, also Alliance Battle Extreme meta if you don't have Electro. You have Hydroman. You have Minerva. Minerva needs a tier 2 as soon as possible, that's for sure. This guy, Warpath, Domino, Phantom X, all very good Shadowland characters. So those are my recommendation on your roster and your card. Hopefully that follows your guideline of how you want to work your roster towards. So I recommend to do that work on your cards and your characters, and then eventually come back to me to see what we could do next with your roster. And guys, that pretty much covers the roster review for today. Hopefully I did not go too long with this video. I will know when I actually did the video, but hopefully I did not go too long, guys. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this video was really informative, because that's always my objective, to be as informative as possible. So leave me your feedback in the comment section, guys, to tell me how I did, and if you have any question as usual. So guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the sub and like button if you enjoy the content to show your support to the channel. And make sure to enable the bell next to the subscribe button to get notified when we post a new video or go live with the live stream, guys. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.